I'm Adam Marino.
And I'm Mike Marino. That's right, we're related.
We are two cousins talking music and how it relates to us.
And why it should relate to you.
This is How It's Related. Yes, it is Wednesday, another episode of How It's Related. What's up, brother? So, it is March now, and March Madness is a big deal to me. And already.
Like what? Yeah. Okay.
And is not to my cousin Michael.
Okay.
When I am
I got nothing here.
When I'm not impressed with you, I call you Michael.
I love that.
Yeah. So, but this is what we were talking through while we were enjoying a lovely steak dinner. College basketball was on TV at the bar, and I just thought to myself,
Self?
wait a minute. Yeah, self and also cousin next to me.
Mm-hmm.
How about, what if we were able to do something for Bracketology where we talked music instead of the sports balls?
Bracketology.
So, and you're going to laugh as we go through this because I'm not making these words up. Bracketology is a thing.
Okay, because it sounds like you're making these words up.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing is I absolutely am not. And that's what it is honestly funny about this. Okay. So the way that I was thinking through this is that we'll have 4 genres, and basically the genres would be R&B and hip hop would be one genre, and then country music would be another one, and then pap pappy
Pop in a box at my mom's.
and then and then rock.
Yeah.
And that can be some metal, it can be whatever. So like Megadeth.
To keep it from getting too convoluted, yeah, with all these subgenres and stuff, I suppose, yeah.
So here's the idea. For example, you'll have TLC, Outkast, Eminem. Okay, just if you will. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then in another one, you will have AC/DC, Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Guns N' Roses. Okay.
Mm.
In another one. And then you'll have Madonna, Lady Gaga, Justin Timberlake, Bruno Mars, Ariana Grande, the Beatles, Backstreet Boys. Okay.
Okay.
In another one.
This is for example.
Yeah.
I have a problem with the Beatles and the Backstreet Boys being in the same category, but I get what you're saying.
Boy bands.
I mean, the Monkees would be more apropos, I would say.
No, that's, hey.
Because they're an actual manufactured group. The Beatles weren't, but they're teen heartthrobs or whatever.
But they weren't manufactured, 100%.
Right.
So, and then the last one would be country. And here's also the fun thing about this, because we just don't like country and we don't care, but we recognize it. We're actually would have AI do it. And so there'll be, we know country names. I mean, Travis Tritt, Alan Jackson, for example.
Yeah, all from 1992. Those are right.
Well,
yeah, who else? Yeah, Travis Tritt.
I don't know, dude.
Chris Gaines.
Yeah. Oh, Garth Brooks.
The Judds.
Sure. Chris. Okay. See, we're all right. All right.
Name one Judd song.
No,
I can't.
I know. You know we have Spotify at our disposal.
We're the Judds.
We're all judding around.
Yeah. Right.
So that will be the deal, and we will put together a bracket. We will share it online. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We will be posting that for sure. And we'll go through the brackets in the rest of this month and dissect them. So right now, we're getting the brackets together. So your job will be for next week, to present 1 through 16 who you think are the top 16 rock bands. And if you have a little bit of metal in there, that's your discretion
Yes,
This is your podcast, not theirs.
My choice. Here's the thing about that, though, is that we're like a sports bracketoozle, right? Am I using the proper vernacular?
You absolutely are.
Yeah,
How did you already do that?
It's not opinion based, So that's where it's like going to be inflammatory to some people because I think that this is right, and I'm going to piss myself off in this process.
Good.
Because it's all opinion based, and we can't. In my opinion, you can't measure based on like how the Grammys is measured. Like
now,
who generated the most cashola?
Now, we talked about this, so it's time to bring this up. So there was a point system that was shared with me a couple years ago regarding Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. Just for example, those three names. I'm just curious,
guys.
real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, who's your top three out of those top three? Just real quick.
I wasn't listening.
Fair.
Did you say Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James?
Mm-hmm.
Who's my top three?
Yeah, just there's no wrong answer.
Those are the top three of all time?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
No, in what particular order? You can't just...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I know enough about sports from you just telling me without me asking.
So,
how did you know about the Bulls?
So, dude, remember you texted me about Kobe Bryant dying.
Yeah.
I had not heard yet.
Right before a succulent pancake breakfast.
Wow.
We went to IHOP. Yeah.
So
because I saw it on Reddit. I like Reddit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know enough to know that it's debatable. LeBron versus... Was it LeBron versus Michael Jackson?
Wow.
Who is it? What's his name?
That's
the
our
shoe
time
guy?
for
the shoe guy?
Michael Jordan.
He invented shoes, I think.
Nikes, yeah. Nikkei. Back to the Future.
Duded up gutter trash.
What are those Nikkeis?
Yeah. Yeah. It's debatable. But I would, just me knowing nothing, I would say Jordan, James, Bryant. One, two, and three.
Okay. Now, that is what we're going to do for Foo Fighters, Nirvana, U2. Now, I get it's
U2
difficult.
is at the bottom.
It's no, but here's it's difficult.
Tim
And
Allen.
here's what I'm saying. There's a point system. So for every we could kind of and go down and then just get AI to do it for us. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And then we can throw in our X factor where we're just like, I know, for example, I know U2, when you do the point system, they've been around longer. They have more gold records. They've won more awards. They've done XYZ more. However, the effect that Nirvana has had on the world, that's tough. U2 has had an effect in the world.
Yeah.
Especially on your iPod in 1997.
That was jail.
Minus points.
Straight to jail, yeah.
U2 gets minus points in that system. But I'm just saying.
Bono was also not likable, I think. But that's just my stupid opinion.
No, but this is why.
Yeah, and that's where it's going to really muddy the waters because, like.
Here's what I'll say. If you don't like it, get your own podcast.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, get your own podcast and talk about it. This is ours.
Name a Guns N' Roses song right now.
November Rain.
Okay. That is probably one of three answers that the majority of people would give you. I am going to say Easy or some thing.
That's fair.
And that's where it's going to get frustrating for me is that I'm like, well, no, because it's technically not.
So just know that we're going to have a good system. We're going to explain it next week. You have to come back. You have to hang out.
Hopefully I won't quit the podcast in the process.
Yeah, fighting yourself. Like, no.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers and Nirvana, no. So, yeah, that's how we're going to do it. We will show you the bracket. Be sure, again, to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. There you will see the brackets once they are done. Be sure to like and subscribe the podcast, of course, as always. But that's kind of... You have some homework now. Turn
Yeah.
to page 43.
Yeah.
And
I'll be done at 7:45 tonight, probably.
because your brain will just start.
This has nothing to do with anything. And this is something that if we were having dinner, I would just tell you randomly without you asking, is that, do you ever have a thought that just pops into your head?
Never. I never have thoughts.
No. Like just some thing. No, not like okay, that was a bad question. A random song you haven't heard in a million years just pops into your head, or some thing you saw on TV, like 6 seconds of something just pops in your head. Do you have that brain?
A lot.
I have that brain. And what I was hyper fixated on today was
Creed?
Not today, although I was at the Creed house today. Eminem performed, I don't know, that Dear Slim song, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But he did it with Elton John, and it was kind of a thing like, look, I don't hate gay people. But that's not what I was fixated on. I was fixated on Elton John singing the chorus. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. I've been thinking about that all day long to the point where I'm driving myself insane. And now I want you guys to think about that and thank me later.
You're like, if I have to be stuck thinking about this.
Yeah. This is not fun. This isn't fun.
You have to be stuck thinking about this. Yeah. So I get it. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be the idea, is obscure. That'll be how we do it, is based on Elton John's performances. We can just do the bracket that way. Wouldn't that be much easier?
Whoa, what? So
I'm joking.
What?
Your brain went into too literal.
Well, yeah.
So remember when
I'm realizing is I take you way too seriously.
Yeah, when Dane Cook was like cool and he had a bit that said, I broke up with my ex-girlfriend because she was too literal and I couldn't follow what she was saying. She's like, Dane, I just took a 1,000-hour nap. And he's like, no, you did not. Yeah. That's a coma. You have a good coma. And that's what you do, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a joke, man.
Yeah. I get caught in absorbing and analyzing everything that people tell me, even when it does not deserve that. Wait, let me think about this.
Elton John's performances. Wait,
why would we do that? Well, that might be interesting.
Yeah, right. Actually, that could work.
Yeah.
You know, he's done a lot. His impact on the community.
Yeah. All right.
And for gays.
And Sprite or something. Or Diet Coke. Was it Diet Coke?
Oh, man.
Wasn't
those
it?
Commercials.
Ray Charles was Diet Pepsi, and I think Elton John was Diet Coke.
And it was like, just for the fun of it, Diet Coke.
Yeah. Just for the taste of it. Just for the taste of it.
And it
Mattress discounters.
And it tasted the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. The Ray Charles one was better.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that we got that sorted out.
Yep. So, again, be sure to follow the Facebook page and Instagram page because a lot of info will be given there. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Do you love them?
Not today.
Okay. Okay, so if you happen to like this episode, please tell a friend.
And if you didn't like this episode, please tell nobody.
Be sure to like and subscribe on Apple and Spotify and, of course, YouTube.
Follow us on social media as the links are in the show notes.
Remember to check out our next episode where we will tell you how it's related.